The United States State Department is poised for a significant restructuring, a plan that aims to reshape its operations and has ignited considerable debate. Presented to lawmakers and employees in May 2025, Secretary of State Marco Rubio described the overhaul as an effort to address bureaucratic overgrowth and create a more agile department, better equipped to promote America's interests.
Central to this reorganization is a notable shift in handling migration issues. While an Office of Remigration hasn't been officially named in documents, a new directive for reorganized migration offices will focus on supporting the administration's efforts to return illegal aliens to their country of origin or legal status, according to a congressional notification. This signals a policy direction strongly favoring remigration, a term often linked to the return of migrants to their country of racial ancestry, a concept prominent in some European far-right movements. The State Department's Bureau of Population, Refugees, and Migration, PRM, which traditionally provides aid to refugees and manages the United States Refugee Admissions Program, will be affected, moving under the Undersecretary for Foreign Assistance and Humanitarian Affairs. Secretary Rubio has stated that the department will cease activities that facilitate mass migration, and diplomatic relations will prioritize border security and negotiating the repatriation of illegal immigrants.
The restructuring is extensive, with plans to eliminate or consolidate over 300 offices and bureaus. This is expected to reduce the State Department's workforce by more than 3,400 employees through layoffs and voluntary departures. These changes will impact about 45% of the department's domestic structure, though layoffs are slated to exempt passport and visa operations, active special agents, and regional staff at country desks, affecting only domestic staff.
Key departmental areas will see major changes. The Foreign Assistance and Humanitarian Affairs Division faces a 69% reduction. The Management section anticipates a 15% cut. Offices focused on democracy and human rights are also set for consolidation or elimination. A congressional report describes some of these offices as prone to ideological capture and radicalism. Secretary Rubio characterized the Democracy, Human Rights, and Labor (DRL) Bureau, which traditionally champions American values like the rule of law and individual rights, as a platform for left-wing activists. The DRL will adopt a leaner portfolio reflecting traditional Western conceptions of core freedoms. A new senior role focusing on democracy and Western values will be created alongside offices for civil liberties and free market principles.
Other consolidations include merging arms control and non-proliferation bureaus. The European and Eurasian Affairs Unit will combine its coverage of Russian and Caucasus nations. Functions of the Coordinator for Afghan Relocation Efforts and the Special Representative for Afghan Reconstruction, now set for closure, are expected to move to the Afghanistan Affairs Office. The Bureau of Cyberspace and Digital Policy will see its digital freedom work move to the Office of the Undersecretary for Public Diplomacy and Public Affairs. The State Department's rationale for these changes is to tackle bureaucratic overgrowth, streamline functions, and create an America First State Department. The focus is on reducing non-core functions, duplicative or redundant offices, and offices where considerable efficiencies may be found.
However, the plan has drawn sharp criticism. Democratic lawmakers, including Senator Jeanne Shaheen and Representative Gregory Meeks, argue the changes significantly undercut America's role in the world and should be approached with a scalpel, not a chainsaw. They fear such cuts could allow adversaries like China and Russia to expand their influence. The closure of the program to relocate Afghans who assisted United States military personnel has been labeled a betrayal by veterans groups.
Some State Department employees have reportedly described the new office structures as Frankenstein offices. Questions also persist about how planned layoffs by July 1st will comply with a reported court-ordered injunction. The State Department has declined to comment on this ongoing litigation. The reorganization plan was formally presented to Congress on May 29, 2025, aiming for substantial completion by July 1, 2025. Staff were to be notified before this July date if their positions are eliminated. The State Department has said it incorporated feedback from its workforce and Congress into the final plans.